Chopin's music is a very large field of information. First of all, it's a very large field of information about himself, about Chopin, being very sensitive and exceptional soul. So playing this music, we have a chance to feel who he was. I think he was very extraordinary person. That's why I find exploring Chopin's music very interesting, because it gives me a chance to progress myself as a spiritual being. Being a good musician takes two things. You know, you gotta have beautiful soul, which takes a lot of work, because on the inner self, on the soul, you have to work a lot to work out the certain qualities, spiritual qualities, and you gotta have the very well trained physical body. So those two, well trained soul and well trained physical body, is what makes a good artist, because people are not coming to the concerts only for listening to the music. They want also some spiritual message, which we do not hear with the physical ears, but it has a certain frequency, you know. Certain quality of souls also has got some frequency. So they accept all set of frequencies, also, you know, physical frequencies which they hear, but not only. There are more frequencies in the soul, in the spiritual being, in all the potential construction of what human is. I think we all see that the world is not well organized. Yes, we suffer a lot and there's a lot of lies and manipulations, but at least the music should be the world which is perfect, which is expressing certain harmony, and that's what I would like to express with my work. Lutoslawski is one of my personal idols for many reasons. First reason is that he was able to make a revolution in a history of music, sitting alone in his room, because he was spending a lot of time and energy first on imagining inside of him the music he wants to write, and it took many years for him to imagine the music he wants to hear, he wants to listen. And as soon as he was able to imagine his own music, he had to work out the way to write it down, to notate it, the way that musicians would understand what he meant. So it took another few years for him to work out the tools, and that's how he invented aleatorism, you know, which is a way of improvisation in a symphonic procedure, let's say. It is a perfect example of a very smart and a very wise man who could do a simple music for living, but at the same time creating his own language, and he was never sure if it will be played by other musicians, but as soon as he discovered his own language, all world went crazy for his music. Everybody started to play it. So he was able to make a historical revolution alone in his room, you know, sitting at his desk. It means that the human mind has got amazing power to change the reality we live in. If you believe strong enough, if you do this inside of you, and if you imagine things, they can become real.